Quality of life and quality of place in Maine is critical. And we hear a lot of talk about national parties and political candidates, and they talk a great deal about family values. What I want to see is where we can move as a state into a service model where we're employing state employees 32 hours a week. Do we all have to be working 40 hours a week to provide that service at the state level? I look at an example of Department of Motor Vehicles. We have countless motor vehicles offices in this state, some of them in very rural areas. What would be the impact for us if that Department of Motor Vehicles was open 4 days and not 5? I can tell you the impact on the budget annually. If you can have a couple of thousand people, and this is outside of the DMV example specifically, but statewide, if you took 3,000 state workers, and I've talked to state workers at Orono at a sports show I was doing up there, and I told them on this, and this is something else that I bring a lot of to the table, is I'm actually talking to the people that will be affected or are involved in the issues in a way that helps me formulate where I get to today. And these folks that were polled said that they would gladly volunteer for a 32-hour work week. You know, to be home and take care of that elderly parent, or to be home and maybe work with a child who's preschool, or just to be doing a craft or creating a creative economy at home and doing something different if they have their security in their job, and if they have the appreciation of their professional abilities, and if they have the benefit structure that they're hired into a 32-hour position. Some did mention they would volunteer, absolutely. But more importantly, we could look at working with the State Employers Union and other key stakeholders in this, and going forward, get some 32-hour service models. Once you've done that, if you can succeed with that, the next governor and the next legislature is going to have to twist an arm really, really hard for that person that's working a 32-hour job, making a decent living, and is happy. And that will lower the cost and the burden on the taxpayers and lower the structure of our state government and make it more manageable. Now, these are things that are ideas. This is what innovation is. They have to be proven out, and they have to take a lot of hard work to get there. So that is one little example of what I'd like to bring to the process.